It's that time of year again, baseball fans. The 2026 MLB free agency period is just around the corner, and with it comes the usual frenzy of speculation and predictions. But this year, things are a little different. With the collective bargaining agreement set to expire, a potential lockout looming, and a handful of big names hitting the open market, the 2026-27 off-season is shaping up to be one for the history books. So, let's dive into the top free agents and where they might land. Personally, I think this year's free agency period will be a wild ride, with teams looking to fill gaps and players seeking new opportunities. Here are my predictions for the top 5 free agents, along with some commentary on why I think they'll end up where they're headed. Tarik Skubal, LHP, New York Mets. In my opinion, Tarik Skubal is the crown jewel of this year's free agent class. With 2 consecutive AL Cy Young awards under his belt, he's proven himself as one of the best pitchers in the game. The question is, who will be willing to pay him? The Dodgers, Yankees, and Mets are all in the running, but the Mets are the most desperate, and with Steve Cohen's checkbook, they might just land Skubal. A 6-year, $280 million deal seems like a strong possibility, especially if the Mets want to build a contender around him. Jazz Chisholm Jr., 2B, Philadelphia Phillies. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is a fascinating case. Despite putting up career-worst numbers this season, he's still on pace for 23 home runs and 43 stolen bases. Second basemen who can do that don't come around often. The Phillies make the most sense for Chisholm, with Alec Bohm and Edmundo Sosa both impending free agents, and Bryson Stott having just 1 year of arbitration eligibility remaining. A 6-year, $126 million deal seems like a strong possibility, especially if the Phillies want to build a contender around him. Trevor Rogers, LHP, Toronto Blue Jays. Trevor Rogers is a talented left-handed pitcher who has shown flashes of brilliance. If he can stay healthy and maintain his level of excellence, he could be a great addition to the Blue Jays rotation. The Blue Jays have holes to fill, and Rogers could be the answer. A 4-year, $114 million deal with a $30 million club option for the 4th year seems like a strong possibility, especially if the Blue Jays want to build a contender around him. Michael King, RHP, Kansas City Royals. Michael King is a solid starting pitcher who has been a valuable cog in the Padres' rotation. With 2 years and $58 million remaining on his deal, he's likely to opt out and seek a longer-term contract. The Royals, with Seth Lugo and Michael Watcher in their rotation, could be a strong contender for King. A 4-year, $104 million deal seems like a strong possibility, especially if the Royals want to build a contender around him. Randy Arozarena, LF, Chicago Cubs. Randy Arozarena is a versatile and productive outfielder who has been an all-star in 3 of the past 4 seasons. With the Cubs losing Ian Happ and Seiya Suzuki this winter, Arozarena could be a great addition to their outfield. A 5-year, $97.5 million deal seems like a strong possibility, especially if the Cubs want to build a contender around him. In my opinion, this year's free agency period will be a wild ride, with teams looking to fill gaps and players seeking new opportunities. The top 5 free agents listed above are all talented and versatile players who could make a big impact on their new teams. But with the potential lockout and the need to build contenders, the 2026-27 off-season is shaping up to be one for the history books. So, get ready for a wild ride, baseball fans.